You're listening to the Superpower Podcast, Superpower Kids Edition, where author, philanthropist, and Superpower Kids founder Neva Lee Recla inspires kids to discover their superpowers and change the world.
Hi kids, this is your Superpower Kid, Neva Lee Recla. And today we have a really amazing interview. Today we're talking about money and the future entrepreneur. Something I've noticed around this time is some people think that spending money or getting money or using it is bad. In my opinion, it's really good when you can just give yourself a treat. And also, when you have more money, you can help the world. So it's really cool. And today we're going to be talking with Christopher Cumby. And he's the host of Think Bold, Be Bold podcast. He started business when he was 7 years old. And he runs Kick Arse. He's called the Kick Arse sales guy. So, without further ado, can you help me welcome our amazing guest, Christopher Cumby? Hi, Chris.
Hi, Neva.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm.
But as I always say, the sun is always shining behind the clouds.
Yep, I agree. So, what are your superpowers?
Well, it's funny because I had that question, and because of what I do, I think the superpower that I'm pretty good at is asking good questions. Because I am a salesman, and I have been for a lot of years since I was really, really young. So I think that's probably the best way to describe my superpower.
That's really cool. And that's a good superpower to have.
Thank you.
Especially if you're trying to vet people.
Right.
So, what do you like to do in your free time, like when you're not doing business?
It's a great one. And I would have to say, because I'm a dad and I have 4 kids, that my free time is spending it with them and, helping them learn things and do things and go places. And we just recently moved, so we have a lot of activities that, everybody's chipping in to get the house organized, as well as obviously enjoying, playtime. So it's been interesting, but that's what I do on my, let's say, free time or not business time for sure.
That's cool. It's fun, in my opinion, after you've had a day of work to just chill out, relax. I like to play Minecraft or play with my dolls. So.
Exactly. That's probably exact same answers that I get from my kids.
So, what does future entrepreneur mean to you?
Wow, the future entrepreneur would probably reference evolution based on the same meaning of what entrepreneurial ism is, and what being an entrepreneur is, and I think entrepreneurs are people that take more risks. Yeah. And probably dream maybe bigger than some other people, and also follow what they believe is a good service or product out there that can help other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's one of the most amazing parts about being an entrepreneur is you can help other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like my whole idea is I want to inspire people. I want to inspire young kids to do business. So it's the helping aspect that's really, really cool. So
I love that.
When you were 7, what type of business did you start?
I had a business that was returning pop bottles or soda pop bottles, depending on where you are in the States. What people in the North call soda pop, and people in the South or Midwest call it soda. But regardless of that, way back when I was a kid, they had them poured in glass bottles, not plastic.
That's cool.
I returned, because they were returnable glass, to recycle and reuse. They basically gave back, a deposit that you would have to put on it when you bought it. So, for instance, if you bought a large bottle, it would be 25 cents deposit. And then when you return it, you would get your 25 cent back. So I did that, first for my parents because, it's also heavy and it's a lot of work and not a lot of reward. So I created a service that would take a commission from my whole street, bringing back all those bottles that my dad built a little wagon for me to pull them all in, and then I would return some money to the people that gave me their bottles, and then they would give me a, let's call it a commission or a tip. And that was my very first business. And then I got into delivering newspapers, which was again also a great way, and no longer needed because of internet. But newspapers back then were a way people got caught up on the news around the world and things like that. But I used to also get a tip and a commission for delivering those door to door. So that's where it all started for me.
That's really cool. So also when you did business, was it like ongoing, or did you do it for a little while and then decide, oh, I want to take a break?
It's funny you say that. I kept that business, the first one, going as long as I kind of needed, the money I was trying to raise. It was funny. It was always for a purpose to something. So I never really looked at the business as a model that I was going to do for the rest of my life. It was just always for a goal. I wanted to make enough money doing something that I can return, let's say a service, and I would have enough money to go buy that. And then, a lot of times, because I was very curious, I always wanted to try different things as well. So I think it's important as a kid to try different things. And sometimes you may find something that, really fits, and you'll do it for the rest of your life. But I think that's far and few between, because I think that it's fun to explore, right?
Yeah.
And try different things. So
yeah, I think it's fun to like what you said, it's fun to do something for a little bit and then decide whether or not do I want to do this for the rest of my life, or do I want to take a break.
For sure.
So I think what you're saying is spot on. And then I also have another question is, how did you get the name Kick Arse Sales Guy?
That's a great question. And because I've been in sales for a very long time, when I was probably in my mid to late 20s, I was working for a company that had sales incentives. And because the sales incentive was having trips around the world in different places, if I qualified, that really got me excited, because I was an explorer in general. I loved going different places. I loved seeing different culture. It helped me, motivated me to work really hard and achieve those things. And one day inside the meeting, people started referring to me as the kick-ass sales guy. So I bought the .com, not really knowing what I was going to do with it. But eventually later, as I became an author and a speaker, I started using that more and more towards what I help companies with in my current coaching and consulting, and now our new endeavors into the new Rich List. So I'm really excited about that.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of cool when you can get like a name. Like my friend Zach, he says that my name is going to be the Pig Kid because I want to make $1 million and buy a pet pig.
I love it.
So he said your name is now going to be the Pig Kid, and you're going to like take your pig around the world and have people meet the pig and pay to meet the pig.
Good branding. It's great branding.
Yeah. So we actually need to take a quick break, but really fast, where can people go to find out more about you?
They can find me on social media anywhere at Success Playbook. That's hard to say twice, all in one row. At Success Playbook. And of course, they can catch me at my website, Cumby, Cumby.com, or kickasssalesguy.com.
Awesome. Definitely go check him out because he is amazing. So
thank you.
We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/the net to learn more.
Okay, we're back and we've been talking with Christopher Cumby about money and the future entrepreneur. So Chris, we have to do funny FaceTime.
Oh,
Toto's
that's what I
going
was
to join
waiting
us.
for.
Toto is going to join us. He has to make his
Awesome.
funniest face first.
Okay.
He needs help. So.
Okay. I'll watch what he's going to do, and then I will do something to match it.
That's a wonderful funny face. Okay. Now we have to make our funniest faces in 3, 2, 1. That was pretty good. That was good. That hurt my mouth.
Me too. But we held it. We held it.
We did it. Okay. So now I have a couple other questions for you. So what were you like as a kid? I know you said you were doing business and all that, but what was your personality?
Wow. Thinking back, I was very observant. My personality was a little reserved until I felt that it was a vibration that I wanted to get involved in. And a lot of times it served me well, and probably sometimes it didn't, because maybe I could have got into something that maybe I had some fears or maybe some doubts and maybe some shyness, unfortunately. But I learned later that you can overcome those things by just stepping out of the comfort zone. But anyway, I was probably a little bit like that, just a little reserved. But once I broke through, I was easy to talk to and get along with, for sure, as a kid.
Yeah, it's good when you can have breakthroughs sometimes, like sometimes I know sometimes with me, like I change my personality type based on the area I'm at or based on the people I'm around. So if like I notice sometimes kids do this, they stare at other kids. And so if another kid is staring at me, I normally just hide behind my parents and then just to tell them, don't look at me. And then sometimes I'm also, like when I'm at business events, I'm very hyped. So I'm very excited to be there.
Sure.
And then sometimes when I'm at home, I can be lazy. And that's good too.
Yeah. That's good too. Yes.
Yeah. So what did you do when you were a kid? Like, what did you like to play with? What did you like? How did you like to play?
Well, it's pretty creative, so I'd actually try to build things as much as possible. Lego was a big one for me because you can, pretty much make anything that your imagination provides. But I was into sports. I really like team sports. I played soccer for 11 years, and I had a lot of fun doing that. I also wrestled for a lot of years, probably about 12 years, since I was like really young, and I really enjoyed that sport because it gave me the team environment, but it also gave me that ability when I walked on the mat to win. It's based on a one winner, one loser, and that's I enjoyed that kind of sport. It brought a lot of discipline, sports for me, and it kept me probably out of some trouble, maybe. But I think, generally speaking, I was really involved in sports. I really enjoyed building ideas and businesses, even through all of that. So, and networking. I was pretty good, even though I would consider myself more introverted. when I'm in a situation where I'm at an event or networking, I can ask the right questions and meet people really easily as well. So I come out of the cocoon, if you want.
That's cool. Yeah. And I know something with me. I'm into the sport dodgeball sometimes.
Ooh.
Because we go to a trampoline park and they have dodgeball, and I'm really good at dodging. Although
That's good. That's a good skill.
there was a time where I got hit in the back. And then I said, okay, I'm out. And then somebody hit me in the leg as I was walking out. I'm like, I'm out.
Right.
So that was really funny.
Dodgeball can be ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with dodgeball, you have to have some control so you don't kill anyone, though.
True. That is true.
Like, you have to be really good at being observant because
most true.
It can
for sure.
be very bad if you're not.
That's right. I agree with you.
So, what was your big dream as a kid? Like, did you want to help people, or did you want to what do you want to do besides doing business, or was that your dream?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think that it's a twofold thing. I really wanted to get really good at business. When I get involved in something, I like to be really good at it, and something that challenges me. So that part of my life was exciting, and I would say it then flipped into showing people, what I was able to accomplish by, going through certain steps and discipline, or what I call the success playbook for me. And that was the name of my book that I wrote, was very much about, inward, looking inward and realizing that the vibration that we're at is a reflection in our world. And I think as kids, we get a sense of that. And I think as you get older, you get disconnected in some way because we lose some of that creativeness and that kid and child environment, and that's probably why I have 4 kids ranging from 3 years old right now to 25 years old, and a 3, a 5, 11, and 25 is because it honestly helps me get a kid like perspective being around my children, and I think that is a great thing to do, even if you have young kids or you don't have kids at all. I think it's good to get around kids because it brings out that natural kind of wonder and that creativeness for sure.
Yeah, and I think that also sometimes I find with me as a kid, it's fun for me to be around adults.
Sure.
Because being around adults, you can learn communicative skills. You can learn how to talk to people.
For sure.
I notice when I'm in adult environments, I'm more mature. Because you're oh, everyone else is being mature, I need to be mature.
Sure.
It's really fun because you can learn when you are gonna play, when it's time to run around and let out of energy when you're outside, versus when you need to pay attention. So it's really nice to learn that.
Yeah, it's a great skill. And what you're saying is always be the student.
Yeah.
Right? Always be a student. And I think that's one of the things and a gift that I've been able to, have and learn as I grew through certain ages, being surrounded by different people and different opportunities, and always learning. And, we don't know what we don't know.
And sometimes it's fun to always be the student, but then it's also fun to be the teacher.
Oh, yes, of course.
I like being the teacher because you get to show people who you are, and you get to show people how they can make a difference. And that's really a big gift.
Yeah, that's a powerful one for sure.
So we actually need to do Super Neva questions.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you questions as fast as I can, and you're going to answer them as fast as you can.
Whoa, this is going to be challenging.
Ready? What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite animal?
Cat.
If you could do anything in the world, what would it be?
Go to space.
Would you rather live in a giant pool full of giant marshmallows this big, or a real working hot fudge hot tub?
Marshmallows.
Like for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Marshmallows.
I'd choose marshmallows. Would you rather be a fairy or an elf?
An elf.
I'd rather be a fairy because you can fly.
Good one.
Would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn? Dragon.
Probably a dragon.
Yeah. They can get you places.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible?
Ooh, invisible.
Would you rather, if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
Wow, I think probably, being invisible.
Yeah. I would choose flight and, flight.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Close second for me.
Yeah. If you could be any inanimate object, what would it be?
Wow. Probably a rock.
A rock?
Yeah, sure.
Why do you want to be a rock?
Well, because you'd probably last a long, long time and see a lot of different things. Yeah.
I mean, you could be like the magic rock instead of like the magic
There you
board.
go. I'm going to say that next time. Magic rock.
The magic rock. You can grant people's wishes.
There you go. The
Their hopes
magic
and
rock.
dreams of skipping a rock in the
I like it. Coach Rock.
Coach Rock. That's awesome. Would you rather be able to read people's minds or be able to control people with your minds?
Whoa. I would say I'd probably want to control them. Maybe. Wow. Because if you heard them all the time, it could get really irritating hearing
Like,
everybody's thoughts.
Especially if they're like thinking something rude about you.
Like,
and then
or
you're
negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe control, but in a responsible, controlling way.
Yeah. I think it would be fun to do both, to be honest, because like
That's true.
you can say this person's like not being nice to this person, they're gonna be nice now, and then like
Exactly.
I go up to them and teach them a lesson, and then I tell them I was controlling you, and then like reading people's minds. It would be cool if you can change like I want to read this person's mind or I don't want to read this person's mind.
Right. Having the choice.
Yeah.
For sure.
That way you're not hearing people talk all the time.
Exactly.
Like you're trying to sleep and you hear a bunch of people speaking.
That could be irritating.
That could be very irritating. Would you rather be a mermaid or a dragon?
Ooh.
I'd rather be a mermaid, but I can turn into a human.
That would probably be the mermaid. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Would you rather be a turtle or a rabbit?
Wow.
Wow.
Turtle or the rabbit? I do
Turtle.
like the majestic of both, but I would say, a little easygoing. The turtle's probably a better one for me.
Slow and steady always wins the race.
There you go.
If you could be would you rather be a elf that helps Santa Claus or Santa Claus?
Ooh.
Elf.
Probably an elf for me too.
Yeah. Because it's like, I don't want to be Santa Claus because it's like,
It's a lot of pressure.
I don't want to take his job.
That's true.
So a lot of pressure as well. And then it's like, with an elf, it's like, you get to like help out,
Support him.
And plus, you get to see Santa Claus all the time. I would be okay.
That is true. Me too. Me too.
Would you want to be able to make food the quickest or make clothes the quickest?
Oh, food. Yeah.
It's like, I notice sometimes with me, I get so hungry to a point that I can't even get up to make my food.
Yeah.
So if I could just get up, prepare like an acai bowl or something, and then just be
All
like,
ready to go. Yes.
in like a minute, that'd be nice as heck.
Yes.
Would you rather be able to go into a portal, like a picture, and be able to experience the picture, like if it was like a waterfall and there's animals around it, you'd be able to pet the animals and like go around and swim the waterfall. That's just an example. Or be able to go into like furniture.
I would rather go into touch the animals and hang out with them for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a lot funner. I don't
Yeah.
know why you'd want to go into furniture.
No.
Unless you wanted to be like super small and like build a furniture house.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There would just be a bunch of cotton and whatever's in a furniture.
Doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound good. I think I have 2 more questions.
2 more.
Would you rather have baby unicorn or baby dragon?
Whoa. I would like a baby dragon.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, I like unicorns, but I think that dragons, they can still get you around places, and
I agree.
they're really helpful because if you want a s'more, like wrapped in bacon,
That is so true.
they can help you make it, and you
Pretty
don't have
much.
to build a fire.
Exactly.
And it's like, you can also train them to warm you up, just like breathe fire everywhere, and then you just turn around a couple feet away, and then it's good.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. S'mores on the go.
Exactly. Like, I'm really craving some s'mores right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you can like have a free flight anywhere.
Oh, that is true.
You don't have to worry. Like, I know that there wouldn't be a whole bunch of turbulence as well because like the dragon could fly low, you know?
For sure.
So there wouldn't be turbulence and you'd be good.
All these great points, and you don't have to go through all the airports and wait and all that stuff.
Because the dragon already knows you, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you took care of them from a baby. Yeah.
So, really, that was the last question. But before we go, where can people go to find out more about you?
They can find me at Success Playbook on all social media. They also can go to my website at christophercumby.com or kickasssalesguy.com.
Awesome. Again, definitely go check him out because he is amazing. So would you like to join us in the sign-off?
Yes.
All right. Remember, kids, we all have superpowers, and we can change the world. Awesome. Thank you so much, Christopher.
Oh, thank you. It was great to see you.
Great to see you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Superpower Up podcast, Superpower Kids Edition. Go now to superpowerkids.com and discover your superpowers today.